have a lot of football to dive into on this morning. The coach, Rex Ryan, in the house with me. So good to see you, sir.
Good seeing you.
Dapper as usual. We got the Hall of Famers, Shannon Sharpe and Stephen A. Shannon will be here in 1 second, just getting something set with him. Hey, SA, how we doing? How was the weekend?
Hey. How you doing, Molly? You have a good weekend? You have a good weekend?
Amazing. Yeah. It was good. You guys ready to dive in?
I'm ready. I'm always ready. Let's roll.
All right. Late in the fourth quarter, Josh Allen rushed for a 26-yard TD, extending the Bills' lead and putting an end to the Chiefs' undefeated season. Here's Allen on what that meant for Buffalo.
It means we got to 9 wins. I know it's from perception, outside perception, it's a really big game and what it means for both fan bases and the league. We're in week 11. You know, we're 9-2. Last time I checked, 9 wins probably doesn't get you in the playoffs. Yeah, given our history, we tend to meet in the playoffs. So, again, we're not there yet. We'll focus on that when we get there.
There he is, the Hall of Famer, as promised. Hey, Shay, can you hear me? Got me, buddy?
I got you. I got you.
Okay, cool. I want to come to you on this. Shannon, do you feel like the Bills are the best team in the AFC right now?
I don't. I'm not so sure it's not the Pittsburgh Steelers. Well, I think we can put to bed the rest that the Ravens are the best team. I think Kansas City hasn't played well all year, especially offensively. Their defense was outstanding, with the exception of yesterday, considering they haven't given up 30 points since week 4 of 2022, and they finally gave up. So that's basically 2 seasons, Rex, in Stephen A., in which they haven't given up 30 points. They gave up yesterday, but the offense hasn't played well. I'm not so sure it's not the Pittsburgh Steelers. Considering the way they played defense and how they neutralized the Baltimore Ravens offense yesterday and their ability to get the ball down the field and score when they absolutely have to, I'm not so sure the best team in the AFC right now is the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're well coached. They don't beat themselves. Rush through a horrible interception in the end zone. But if you make me pick right now, and you just said who are the Bills the best, I'm going to say no. But if you make me pick of the 4 teams, the 3 to 4 teams that which are the best, I'm going to go with the black and gold, and I'm going to say the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Stephen A.
Rex Ryan, Coach Rex Ryan. I mean, forgive me for saying this on national television at the top of 10 o'clock hour this early in the morning. I need security at some point to head out of town, go visit Shannon Sharpe and get that brother tested. You got to be crazy for saying something like that. Now, I am a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. But I'll be damned if we going to sit here after looking at Josh Allen perform the way that he performed, particularly with that 26-yard run. I mean, if he wins MVP, we're going to be playing that play over and over and over again. I know he's been throwing some interceptions over the last 4 games. It's late. I think it's 5 over the last 4 games or so. But the bottom line is this brother has been playing spectacularly throughout most of this season. We've seen the Buffalo Bills answer the call yesterday. And you're going to come to us with a Pittsburgh Steelers team who I love and I'm very, very proud of. But 6 field goals? You can't get in the end zone, and you're going to sit up here and say that team would be the favorite? Let's stop that nonsense right there. They're not the best team.
Did they win?
Right now? They are not the best team. So what? Buffalo won too. Buffalo Steelers weren't the only one that won.
But you said Josh, Stephen A., you said Josh Allen. The question wasn't who has the best player. You asked who's the best team. And if you make me pick right now, I would take the Steelers.
Well, let me tell you something, Shannon Sharpe. I'm not finished with my soliloquy, okay? I just said Josh Allen to start my point. Let's also make sure that defensively we saw Travis Kelce held to 2 catches. We saw DeAndre Hopkins held to 3 catches. We saw a Buffalo Bills team step up, engage in time of possession, about 5 plays or so like that, win at least. Listen, I don't know how many plays that they've extended for themselves, but I'm just looking at the Buffalo Bills right now, their time of possession, the way they held onto the ball, kept Patrick Mahomes off the field. When he got on the field, you neutralized 2 of his biggest weapons in Kelce and Hopkins. You've got Josh Allen playing lights out. McDermott is coaching his tail off. I'm looking at a Buffalo Bills team that is without Stephon Diggs, that is without Gabe Davis, and they're saying, so what? And still went up against a Kansas City team that we consider elite defensively and dropped 30 on them. I'm looking at that, and I'm saying, excuse me, I love my Steelers. Very, very proud of them. But in the same breath, I'm not going to sit here with a straight face and tell you that a team that couldn't get in the end zone all afternoon long against the Baltimore Ravens should be seen as the best team in the AFC. I ain't going that far. I'm sorry.
Well, I got to sit back and echo the same thing. I think the Bills are the best team in the AFC. I really do. And Stephen A., you mentioned about like some of the weapons. Well, two of his best receivers weren't even in that game, and they still hung 30 points up against this great Chief defense. So to me, yeah, it's got to be Buffalo. And when I see the play of the quarterback in particular, you know that man's going to show up in the playoffs like he always has. And I always look at it this way. Molly, I've said this, that Josh Allen has never been beat by Patrick Mahomes. His team has, but not Josh Allen. So I know I'm on a level playing field with Patrick Mahomes, the only guy that can say that in the league.
But what about the interceptions? And I know he's cut it down. Does that concern you with Josh Allen?
Well, I think he has cut it down, but absolutely it does not.
Okay.
And because right now, when he gets his weapons back, when he gets his tight end Kincaid back, when he gets Coleman back, who, by the way, is really coming on, I think, and Cooper plays one wrist in that game, okay? Once they get that going, I think they can match anybody's offense. Stay with them. It's their defense that's been surprising to me. All right, their pass rush, able to rush the passer. When I look at the Achilles heel of Kansas City, I can't put them as the best team. They can't protect the quarterback, and they're not knocking anybody out. So to me, that's a concern. And in Pittsburgh, they match up so well against Shannon and I's Ravens, unfortunately, that I can't put the Ravens as the best team, even though I wanted to. They're just not there yet.
Did Lamar Jackson look like the MVP yesterday, Stephen A?
No.
Did Derrick Henry look like the best back in football?
No.
No.
You can't do that. You can't do that. Just 2 weeks ago, you complained about Monk and not giving Derrick Henry the ball. He didn't give him the ball again yesterday. You can't blame Derrick Henry for that. You can't do that.
But I'm not blaming Derrick Henry for that. But if you go back and look at the games in which they've lost, they've had a vastly threw more passes than running the football. Your recipe for success for Baltimore is running the football and playing off of it. But for whatever reason yesterday, we saw it again yesterday, Derrick Henry gets 13 carries. We saw it against Cleveland. He got 16 carries. We saw it against the Raiders. They lost. They had more passes than rushes. Kansas City, more passes than rushes. I'm not saying that, but the thing is that Buffalo defense, Rex, you're absolutely right. They deserve a lot of credit. But have we been enamored with Kansas City's offense all year long? What's surprising? Patrick Mahomes has been turning the ball over. He only has 2 games in which he hasn't turned the ball over. He only has 1 game in which he's thrown for 300 or more yards. So this offense not playing good is nothing surprising. The most surprising thing is that somebody finally cracked it and was able to get 30-plus yards. If I'm not mistaken, Buffalo had 6 drives of at least 8 plays and 60 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a field goal. That lets me know offensively they're very good. But I'm not, I think the thing is with Kansas City's offense, I haven't been impressed all year. And they've been able to mask it because they've been winning. And now that they got beaten, now everybody's talking about, well, what's going on with the offense? The same thing that's been going on all year.
That's so true.
Hold on, Coach. Hold on, Coach. I got him. See, you get caught up, Coach. That's that Raven stuff going on right there between you two. I'm not letting y'all get away with that. I'm not letting y'all get away. Shannon ain't getting away with that. You tried to be slick.
How concerned are you, Shay, about Patrick Mahomes?
I'm very concerned because he hasn't played well all year. If you see the turnovers, yeah, he has a very high completion percentage, but a lot of it is smoke screens. A lot of it is jailbreak screens. A lot of it is throwing the ball down the field. They're not really pushing the ball down the field. The first interception was a bad throw, and then he had Xavier Worthy on a sail route. All he has to do is lead him up the field. He led him out of bounds. Patrick Mahomes is missing throws that he normally would never miss. And when they get the ball into the red zone, it's been a struggle all year for them to push the ball into the end zone. And that was always a concern of mine because I know this, and Rex, you know this. There's going to be a time, as elite as our defense was in 2000, there was times that offense, and we had, as an offensive unit, we had to score. Jacksonville scored 35. We had to score 38. There were some times in that season, as great as the defense was, that, look, they're human. And an offense is going to figure them out here and there. It's going to make plays. And as an offense, you have to outplay the opposing team's offense. And right now, we haven't seen Kansas City do that all year. Kansas City's offense hasn't had to outplay the opposing team offense all year because their defense has been so good. The one time that their defense had a slip up, we saw what happened.
Yeah.
Well, let me say this real quick. Coach, and I'll give it to you. You might be right. Shannon. But I don't think this is the day for that argument. And the reason why I don't think this is the day for that argument, Coach, is because on the final 2 drives for the Buffalo Bills, the Kansas City Chiefs defense allowed 22 plays. 22 plays for 131 yards at nearly 6 yards per play. They couldn't get them off the field. What's the way to sit up there and disrupt a potentially potent offense in any particular moment with Patrick Mahomes running the show? Keep them off the damn field. That's how you do it. And that's what the Buffalo Bills did, particularly late in the fourth quarter yesterday.
Yeah, I think they won the game because it starts with pass protection, though, in that game. Kansas City all season has been able to get after the quarterback, get free runners on the quarterback. All right, Steve Spagnuolo has done an amazing job. All right, but in this game, nah. I saw Josh Allen change the protection, bring guys in, pick up the blitz. He has a great pass to Shakur on a 3rd and 10 against cover 0. He has a touchdown pass to Samuel against cover 0. All these type of things. Look at the protection against cover 0. This isn't cover 0 here, but it was time and time again. They did a great job in protection. Buffalo did. That's what you're going to have to do if you're going to face the Chiefs. There's a cover 0 beater right there to Cooper. Here's another one. Gets a guy wide open. All right, so to me, Buffalo had the answers against the Chiefs' pressure. And so that's it. I think this defense for Kansas City is feeling the burden of protecting this offense. Yes. This offense is just average as can be right now. And to me, they're feeling it. And because I've been there, there's been times we went 5 straight games that year in 2000 when we didn't score an offensive touchdown, okay? So sometimes you feel the burden that we have to make plays. And I think I saw that a little bit with Kansas City. But my biggest concern for Kansas City, Stephen A., is their protection. They're protecting Patrick Mahomes. Man, they can't protect him with that left tackle, man.
Listen. Y'all just won't learn. You two, especially you two, you just won't learn. All of you NFL experts, all of you won't learn. Because you see, I keep telling y'all, not only have y'all taught me the game of football, but I watch everywhere y'all go. And I watch what you say. And the level of inconsistency is just very, very alarming. The Rex Ryan that I know would usually point to that 3rd and 9, okay, that 3rd and 9, with about 4:34 left, and Josh Allen needs a first down, and he connects with Khalil Shakur for that 10 yards to extend the play, milk up the clock. It's a 1-score game at that time. You're panicked to death that you're going to get Patrick Mahomes, the same Patrick Mahomes we talking about. Same Patrick Mahomes has been struggling. Same Patrick Mahomes that suddenly looks so normal. They were scared to death that brother was going to get the football back. So what do? They convert on that 3rd and 9, all right, to Shakur, from Allen to Shakur. You extend the play, you milk up the clock, you do those kind of things. Shannon Sharpe religiously talks about moments. How many times you said that, Shay? I watch him now. I watch you all the time. I watch you here. I watch you on Nightcap. Damn it, when you're doing interviews on Club Shay, I watch you do it then too. You never fail to bring up moments in life. Coach, he's talking about football 1 minute, relationships another. And nothing stops with this guy, okay? And what does Shannon Sharpe bring up? Moments. But now, we got to look at the macro. We can't look at the micro. Can't look at the moments. Oh, no, we ain't going to do that today. Now we're going to look at the macro and the overview about how Kansas City's offense been struggling. In the end, it was a 1-score game. And the Buffalo Bills were able to hold on to the ball and keep them off the field. And as a result, that contributed largely to their demise yesterday afternoon. It's just a fact, Shay. It's just a fact.
Stephen A., but think about this. The Kansas City defense hasn't allowed 30 or more points since week 4 of 2022. Right. We're in week 11 of 2024. And you're complaining about a moment? Think about how many games they bailed Patrick Mahomes out. This has been a defensive-led football team for the better part of a year and a half. And you're complaining about one game? When is Patrick Mahomes and his offense going to carry their weight?
Fair enough.
You understand, Rex, they
listen to Molly all you want to. That's not going to get you anywhere. I can assure you that.
But the point is, got you.
But the point is, please, you can think all you want to. You're not knock yourself out, Molly Wood. Knock yourself out. Ain't buying that this way. Bottom line is this, Shannon. I'm bringing up moments because you bring up moments. I'm bringing up. It was a 1-score game. It's a one-score game. Now, the defense, of course, the defense had a bad day compared to the standard that they have set the better part of the last few seasons. I get that part. But that still in all doesn't mean that you take away from who did it against them. This is Josh Allen. This ain't some rookie quarterback. This ain't Joe Flacco or somebody. This ain't Jameis Winston or somebody. This is Josh Allen. If he's going to do what he's going to do against most, which is why he's great.
I'm not putting this on the defense. Patrick Mahomes in this offense is going to have to carry their load. And you're right, Epinesa, and you had Rousseau, and you had another sighting of Von Miller. They've got to do a better job of protecting Mahomes. But Mahomes has got to do a better job of protecting the football because this offense right now is not good enough to overcome those mistakes that he's putting out there on the field.
Well, damn it, let's not throw out some pity party for the defense, okay? He carried them to 2 of their 3 Super Bowls. Maybe they could carry him to 1, okay?
No, he didn't. He carried them to 1 of the Super Bowls.
I think 2 of those Super Bowls.
Don't do that, Stephen A.
That offense, 2 of those Super Bowls.
Stephen A., if you don't mind me asking, tell me how they got back into the game against the Eagles. Wasn't it a scoop and score?
That's true. That's true.
And remember how they shut the Eagles out in the second half and gave Patrick Mahomes the ball back, and he went touchdown.
I do recall the Eagles scoring 35 in that game, though. It ain't like it was 15.
Okay. Shay, don't worry. You already won that debate. I want to give Rex the final word, and then I want to push it forward to Pittsburgh.
Molly's not objective. Molly just hates early in the morning on a Monday morning. You understand what I'm saying? She's just mad because she didn't enjoy the Tyson fight enough. That's all. Just
First of all, I was going to tell you I like your outfit. The Tyson fight was terrible, but I already told you. The star of the weekend was Chandler for me in the 5th round, even though he lost, and then obviously John Jones. But we'll stay focused here. What's your final word on this one?
John Jones, bad man, though.
Yes, yeah. Unbelievable, right? That spinning back kick, still got it.
Ridiculous. Can I just say on this thing, if Kansas City, I think the thing that's overlooked, that, yes, in the playoffs, they're amazing. Patrick Mahomes, best quarterback on the planet. However, they win playoff games based on their defense, and they run the football. That's what they do. And they got to get back to that. When they get Pacheco back, if they're going to make a run this year, it's going to be on the back of Pacheco, all right? And to me, that's who they got to get back in here. And they averaged, when they beat Buffalo, the 3 games when they beat Buffalo, 25 rush attempts, 147 yards, and 5 touchdowns in those 3 games. That's what was missing in this game, all right? They never gave the ball to Qerim Hunt that much. And that's the formula they have to go back to. And as great a player as Patrick Mahomes is, Andy Reid's smart enough to know, run the football, be more balanced on offense. That's how they can get it done.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
And it protects Patrick Mahomes from getting hit in the back of his head, Rex. When you can run the football, that means the rushers can't pin their ears back and come hit your quarterback in the back of the head because clearly the left tackle is a liability currently.
The left tackle can't block me. So to me, that's what I mean. Absolutely. One way to make sure he doesn't get sacked, run the darn ball, heavy up the protection with some play action, and that's how, because he's not going to make it. If they're going to get in the drop back game, Patrick's got, as great as he is, I mean, there's no way he's got no time to throw.
You guys came in hot on a Monday. I was a little tired, but we turned it right up.